think of today?
I thought it was great. A lovely, peaceful march with decent Irish people. And, you know, they couldn't, even the mainstream media couldn't fault with today's protests. People are standing up for their rights, finally. And they got off their knees and they're standing up straight and they're walking.
Now, could you tell me, how far did you travel?
Well, I travelled from Talbot to County Kerry, which is 36 miles from Limerick, and then I parked the car and I got the train.
How old are you?
Well, I'll be, if God spares me, till August I'll be 76.
You'll be 76?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's people like Tom who built this country. Tom shouldn't have to come out onto the streets. It's up to my generation to fight for Tom's generation. They've already done that bit. It's time for people in my age bracket to not only defend Tom, but the next generation. And it's up to the people now.
To tell us why you're here.
Well, I'm here today. I'm with a group from Dundalk of ordinary citizens. We have no political affiliations and we are here to fight for our right to our water. And we have no intentions of letting this government or any other government or any other politician sell our water off. This is for our future, our children's future and our grandchildren's future. And this is a fight that we will fight to the bitter end.
Just in case the media are going to give a different perception, what do you think the numbers were?
Well, from the top of the stage, O'Connell Street at about 2 o'clock, 2:15 was blocked right down to O'Connell Bridge. I don't know how much this holds. If they say on St Patrick's Day there's 500,000 people in town and then somebody says there's 30,000 people today, you know, they must be changing the calculator sometimes between St Patrick's Day and now. Clearly one of the more respected newspapers has announced that there was 80,000 plus. There was that at least, Marcus. The key point to make here is this isn't about a number count. This is about mass mobilisation of people. They were here again in tens of thousands today. The 4th historic Right2Water event in terms of the numbers. This campaign is vibrant and it's going to grow and grow and grow right up to the next general election. And look, people can see with their own eyes and they can judge those ridiculous comments. As far as I'm concerned, there's too much talk about numbers. This should be about policies, getting rid of water, people uniting and getting a new government in the next election that represents us. And you know, they know they're hiding, let them hide.
I'm here today to read one of my poems. It's called A Proclamation. I read it recently at the Water March in Letterkenny, so I'm happy to get to do it down here as well. So.
Thank you. Why do you think people are angry at the government? Or?
Well, how many reasons can you list? Like, I mean, I think the main reason is they're just not being listened to. The government are sticking their head in the sand and just, I mean, this water charges thing, it has to bring the government down. There's no two ways about it. I mean, it's barely legal at this stage, as we found out in Europe. So, I mean, they need to start listening to this, and they just need to call an election because they no longer have the mandate of the people.
I'm here to be part of the protest to get Irish water abolished, to get the government abolished, and to put an end to austerity.
Everybody is still on with this protest. The bullshit about the numbers that's been fed is really just not true. And my songs are telling that story because the media isn't telling the truth. And it'll be just, it's not going away anytime soon, guys. I'm sorry, you're not going to get it off the page.
Dave, could you tell me, what did you think of today's event?
Yeah, I think it was a massive success again. I think all the propaganda and all the lies that have been told over the last number of months by the government saying that the issue had gone away, that the protesters were happy with the concessions, that now it's a fair and acceptable tax on the people. I think we've now again proved them completely wrong. Before this demonstration, we've been told again and again and again by the mainstream media that the numbers are dwindling, that we're getting smaller every single time. And it's nonsense. We've got bigger at every single demonstration, including one on a Wednesday afternoon. So now we've had our fourth major Right2Water demonstration, showing people are continually going to keep this going until the next general election, and it's not going away. And I'd say there's a lot of nervous politicians now.
What did you think of today's demonstration?
Well, whenever anyone turns out, especially in the numbers that you're seeing today, there's always going to be a massive boost to morale.
How do you feel now after your time in prison?
Well, you know, to give up a lot to go inside, and there was always a thing, are the people of the country going to stand up? As we weren't getting much information inside, we were isolated for the first 3 days. When we did get out, there was no access to newspapers. We only had access to one radio station, which I won't mention because I don't want to give them any publicity, because I refuse to listen to it.
Have the media treated you fairly since or not?
I haven't bothered with the media. Okay. You know, I said when I was coming out I'd do one interview, and that was with Niall Boylan, and I did that, and I didn't do any more interviews. You know, at the end of the day, there's nothing much to talk about. Okay. We knew we were going to prison, we went to prison. The government tried to break us. They failed miserably. We're still here, we're still fighting water charges, we're still fighting water meters. I said, I'm not going to give up. So there's more chance of the government giving up than me giving up.
And it's only going to get bigger. It has to. The people of Ireland has to stand up. If we don't do it, we're never going to stop the corruption that has eaten the souls of every one of us in this country. Irish Water, Spend a Kenny and Co. will go, and we will make sure of that.
Okay, hang on.
We should boycott the main parties. Fine Gael, Labour and Fianna Fáil anyway, because they brought this country, they brought us down, the three of us. The three of them are corrupt, and I don't mind saying that, and they know that. Every one of them is corrupt.
Why is that?
Because the thing is, most of them were bought off. From the big, they take care of
their principles for the missing passage.
They sold themselves out to the big multinational companies, and to the bondholders and the bankers and you know, everything else, and they left the people with just trickle down economy. That's what it means, trickle down.
But before, and that's what they should do to the bankers.
Yeah.
Put an end to their game.
Marcus Howard, test 1, 2, 3.